Hello, my name is Kara Hofrichter, and today I'm going to be talking to you about psychopathy and serial killers. So, when we think of the term serial killer, what does it actually mean? So, the term serial killer has a few different legal definitions, but the general definition is a person who commits multiple murders, usually defined as 3 or 4, over a prolonged period of time for primarily sexual motives, with a profound cooling off period between each murder. Though there are exceptions to the general demographics of a serial killer, most serial killers have been found to be Caucasian, male between the ages of 18 and 32 years old, and also heterosexual. But there have been several serial killers, again, who have been exceptions to this rule, such as the female serial killer Eileen Wuornos, serial killers, and Ted Bundy, who is homosexual. So even though serial killers have been talked about a lot by psychologists and the public alike, they're actually quite rare. There's only been an estimated 100 to 200 serial killers that have been active in the United States that we know of. So overall, they're quite rare. However, the number of kills per serial killer has varied from serial killer to serial killer. It can vary from the tens to the hundreds. For example, a newly convicted serial killer, Samuel Little, who is pictured here, he has recently admitted to committing 90 murders. However, it's been kind of a track record for serial killers to not truly admit how many murders they committed. So who knows how many people Samuel Little actually killed. Now, most serial killers are thought to suffer from antisocial personality disorder, or ASPD. And so some of the signs and symptoms of ASPD are as follows: a failure to conform to social norms, especially law-breaking behaviors, deceitfulness or lying, impulsivity, irritability or aggressiveness, reckless behavior, irresponsibility, lack of remorse, and the presence of conduct disorder and antisocial behavior in childhood. All these are criteria for antisocial personality disorder as defined by the DSM-5. Now, the DSM-5 and other researchers have also come up with the prevalence and signs and symptoms of psychopathy, which is in a way a more extreme version of ASPD. But psychopathy is very rare. In general, it only affects about 1% of men and even less than 1% of women. But some symptoms of psychopathy include a superficial charm, a extreme lack of remorse or shame, failure to learn from prior experiences, impulsivity, an incapacity for love or any kind of interpersonal relationship. A common symptom with people with psychopathy is they view sex as very impersonal, and they also have a very high disregard for laws. So one common misconception about people with psychopathy, especially serial killers, is that they don't know what they're doing is wrong. And while there are some disorders in which the perpetrators may be so delusional or naive that they don't know what they're doing is wrong, serial killers and psychopaths, actually, they know what they're doing is wrong, they just don't care. So mental illness in serial killers. A study conducted by Worf and Waddell in 2002 found that roughly 66%, or 2/3, of serial killers can fit the diagnosis of antisocial personality disorder with psychopathy, and the other 33% can be diagnosed with schizophrenia or another kind of psychotic disorder. So as far as the research has gone, we haven't found any serial killers that have not met the criteria for psychopathy or any kind of mental illness, although there have been murders that occurred without the presence of a mental illness. They just were not due to a serial killer. They were more of an individual or one-time event. So I think one of the reasons people find serial killers so fascinating is they want to know why they kill, why they enjoy it. And although there's no true reason that's been agreed upon yet by researchers. Most individuals kind of agree that there's one theory that seems valid, which is that they have a need for stimulation. They might consider themselves to be bored with normal life, and they don't exactly get enough stimulation through normal acts of life, other outlets such as boxing or going to the gym or any type of sexual act. They need to have that extra adrenaline running through their system that occurs when you are forced to kill someone. Now, it may not ever be truly known why serial killers kill other people, but one quote from the unidentified serial killer known as the Zodiac Killer says that, "I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all." Here are my references. Thank you for enjoying this short presentation about psychopathy and serial killers.